Welcome back to Ridecraft, where we don't just talk about cars, we uncover the machines shaking up the global automotive scene. And today, I've got something that's going to turn a lot of heads, maybe even make a few people uncomfortable. Because we're not talking about a Toyota, a Ford, or a Tesla, we're talking about a Chinese SUV that's quietly taking over roads from Asia to Europe, and soon, it's coming straight for the US and UK markets. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the 2026 Haval H6, a car that's rewriting what people think a made in China sub can be. You might laugh at first, but by the end of this video, you'll realize this SUV could be the next big thing in the midsize segment, and the price I'll reveal in a moment might just leave you speechless. Now, before you scroll away thinking this is just another budget SUV, let me stop you right there. The Haval H6 isn't trying to copy anyone anymore, it's building its own legacy. This 2026 version marks a major leap forward for Great Wall Motors, the brand behind Haval, and it's proof that the Chinese automotive industry isn't just catching up, it's ready to lead. Built on GWM's global modular platform, this third-generation H6 combines sharp design, hybrid power, and luxury-level comfort at a price that'll make European and Japanese automakers very nervous. Let's start with what lies beneath the hood, because this is where the new H6 really flexes. You get multiple powertrain options depending on your market, including a 1.5-liter turbo petrol, a 2.0-liter turbo with around 240 horsepower, and the real star, a 1.5-liter turbo hybrid system paired with an electric motor producing a combined output of roughly 326 horsepower and 530 Nm of torque. Sounds familiar? That's because those numbers put it right up there with the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid and even close to the more premium Lexus NX. But here's the kicker, the H6 delivers that power with instant torque, smooth transitions, and exceptional efficiency. The 7-speed dual-clutch transmission is responsive and surprisingly refined, shifting cleanly whether you're cruising or gunning it. And the hybrid's performance. Let's just say it makes merging onto highways almost too easy. When it comes to driving feel, Haval has clearly done its homework. The 2026 H6 is tuned for comfort but has a confident edge. The steering is light but precise, suspension absorbs bumps effortlessly, and there's an impressive level of silence inside the cabin, even at higher speeds. It's got that premium refinement you'd expect from brands like Honda or Mazda, and yet, it's coming from a company that was once known for budget crossovers. It's the kind of progress that makes you sit back and say, wait, how did they get this good this fast? Now, let's talk about the looks, because this is where the H6 takes a massive step into premium territory. The 2026 redesign is bold, modern, and honestly, kind of stunning. The front end features a massive hexagonal grille with an intricate diamond mesh design that looks expensive, flanked by sharp LED headlights and aggressive daytime running lights. The sculpted hood, muscular fenders, and clean side profile give it an upscale SUV stance. It doesn't look like a cheap copy of anything, it looks like its own confident identity. Around back, the sleek LED tail light strip stretches across the entire rear, giving it a futuristic vibe that easily competes with European rivals. You can tell Haval took inspiration from luxury aesthetics but added a distinct Chinese flair, a mix of elegance and power. And just wait till you hear this. Despite its size and features, the H6 weighs less than some of its rivals, which helps with both performance and fuel economy. The aerodynamics have been refined, and the result is a quieter, smoother drive even at highway speeds. It's one of those SUVs that looks just as good pulling up to a 5-star hotel as it does sitting in your driveway. Now, let's step inside, but don't worry, I'll keep this part short and sweet. The 2026 Haval H6 interior is one of the most shocking things about this SUV. Why? Because when you open the door, it doesn't feel like a budget car at all. You're greeted by a massive floating 14.6-inch touchscreen that looks straight out of a Tesla, paired with a crisp 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster. The materials. Soft touch surfaces, brushed metal accents, ambient lighting, everything feels premium. The layout is minimalist but futuristic, and the seats are plush with ventilation, heating, and even massaging options on higher trims. There's wireless charging, a panoramic sunroof, and a 360-degree camera that's honestly one of the best in the segment. It's not overdone, it's smartly designed and feels genuinely upscale. Now, hold on because here's where it gets really interesting. Everyone's expecting this kind of tech, hybrid performance, and premium design to come at a premium price, maybe somewhere close to $50,000, right? Well, brace yourself. The 2026 Haval H6 hybrid starts at around $33,000, that's roughly £26,000 in the UK, and even the fully loaded top-tier trim barely crosses $40,000. Let that sink in. For less than the base price of a RAV4 hybrid or CRV, you're getting more power, more tech, and honestly, a lot more visual appeal. That's the moment global automakers should start sweating because Haval isn't just competing on price, it's competing on quality. On the road, the 2026 H6 continues to surprise. The hybrid powertrain delivers smooth acceleration, and thanks to regenerative braking, you get excellent fuel economy, up to 40 miles per gallon combined, depending on configuration. The handling feels planted and predictable, with well-balanced dynamics that make it easy to drive both in the city and on long highway stretches. And with multiple drive modes, eco, normal, sport, and snow, it adapts beautifully to every situation. You can even feel the suspension adjust slightly between comfort and control, giving you that subtle premium SUV behavior. The hybrid system has been tuned cleverly too. Unlike some other hybrid setups that feel jerky or confused at low speeds, the H6 transitions between electric and engine power almost invisibly. Around town, it can glide in full EV mode for short distances, making it whisper quiet and super efficient. It's one of those moments where you realize, this SUV isn't playing catch-up anymore, it's setting its own standards. And then there's the safety tech. The H6 comes loaded with Great Wall Motors' latest safety suite, which includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, traffic sign recognition, and even intelligent parking assist. There's also a driver monitoring system that tracks your attention levels, reminding you to take breaks on long drives. Basically, it's a full safety net, and combined with its strong chassis and multiple airbags, it's one of the safest vehicles Haval has ever produced. Another area that deserves attention is connectivity. Haval has integrated an AI-based system that learns your driving habits, from seat position to preferred routes and climate control preferences. Over-the-air updates keep the system fresh, and the voice assistant can handle complex commands. Say, "Hey Haval, I'm cold," and it'll warm up your cabin. Say, "Play something relaxing," and it knows exactly what playlist you mean. This level of AI integration is rare in this segment, and it's executed surprisingly well. The H6 also has something many rivals miss: global ambition. It's already selling in markets like Australia, South Africa, the Middle East, and parts of Europe, and GWM has its sights set on the UK and US next. They're not just exporting cars, they're building a reputation for durability and design. And when you consider the value you're getting, it's easy to see why the H6 is already becoming a global disruptor. Off-road, while it's not a hardcore crawler like the Helix or Defender, the H6 still performs well for what it is. With all-wheel drive, hill descent control, and smart traction management, it can handle light trails and snowy roads with confidence. It's more of a lifestyle SUV than a workhorse, but that's exactly what most buyers want: something versatile, safe, efficient, and stylish enough to handle both adventure and the daily grind. And here's the final twist: Great Wall Motors isn't stopping here. Rumors suggest that the next phase for the H6 could be a plug-in hybrid with even more power and up to 60 miles of electric range. Imagine that, a PHEV version that rivals the RAV4 Prime or even the Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV, but at a fraction of the price. The message is clear: Haval wants a seat at the global table, and they're coming prepared. At the end of the day, the 2026 Haval H6 isn't just another SUV, it's a statement. It's proof that innovation doesn't have to come with a luxury badge, and that quality and affordability can exist in the same vehicle. It's bold, it's efficient, and it's pushing boundaries in a way few expected. Sure, some people might still hesitate to trust a Chinese brand, but history has a funny way of repeating itself. Remember when everyone underestimated Hyundai and Kia? Look where they are now. So, is the 2026 Haval H6 worth your attention? Absolutely. It's a wake-up call to the rest of the industry. With its hybrid punch, premium tech, and that jaw-dropping price tag, it's showing the world that Chinese automakers aren't just participating, they're competing. And that's it for today's review. Tell me in the comments, would you give the Haval H6 a chance over something like a RAV4 or CRV? I really want to hear your thoughts. If this review opened your eyes or surprised you even a little, make sure to smash that like button and share it with your fellow car lovers. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Ridecraft, because the next car we're reviewing might just blow your expectations even higher. Until next time, keep your engines running and your minds open, because the future of cars is changing faster than ever.